So because I'm sure so many of you guys probably just did not read the actual news for the game and go over all the details. It's not a knock on anybody, right? But I know how our community functions. There's a deeper joke in there somewhere, a meta joke. Anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about this mode, the full power battle that just came out today as part of the new update. I'm gonna be giving you guys some tips and things you guys are gonna want to know in terms of being successful with this mode, because if you just go in blind like I did, I played maybe about 5 times total, but if you just go in blind, you will probably get destroyed. Like, this mode is not particularly the easiest if you don't know what you're doing. It is not really like co-op, honestly, at all. Like, it's sort of like it, but not really. In fact, it's a PvE mode altogether anyway. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoy. If you find this video helpful, please be sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. If you're new, again, hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more content. And here we go. So I'm gonna have tips for you guys. We're gonna also end the video with some gameplay. Trust me, I am not a pro, but I know what to do. It's just going to take some time to fine-tune myself to it, because you got to kind of play this mode a little bit differently, if you will, than you would with other modes in the game. So let's go ahead and go over some of the basics to begin. So you get to build 4 teams. So you have your regular first team here, and then you go ahead and go through. Now, that was actually not the first team. This is the first team, technically, Party 1. Each team will have a specific condition. This one is limiting my team to only Sun family characters. So that applies to the support members at the bottom and the battle member. Obviously, when it comes to typical team building, any characters that are not a part of your team, their Z abilities do get applied in full, including Zenkai abilities. If you have them, they get applied in full to your actual battle member. So there's that. Do note that when it comes to equipments, and also like the other buddies or whatever, these equips are not going to trigger these, where it's like, oh, you have a ranged character and a battle member on your team. Those types of battle member specific effects or equips are not going to trigger on this team. These buddies are not technically going to be considered for that. Do note that, because it's a very big deal when it comes to equipment. So anyways, like you see, they have different conditions. Universe Survival here, Extreme Yellow, and for the different versions of this, it's going to vary as we go ahead and go forward. There's a Toppo version right now that I believe has, instead of Goku family, it's Vegeta's family for that one, so consider that going forward. So it's pretty basic, though, when it comes to building teams. Otherwise, you want to build a team ideally with the support character or the battle bonus characters on your team, and you can see which those characters are. The boss does have an element, so obviously maybe not taking purples or UI Goku would be the best bet. It's up to you what you want to do. As you see, the free character down here does have 450, kind of offsetting the fact that, you know, they are going to be neutral most of the time. But obviously the best thing you will want to have is the new Ultra Goku, who I don't personally own yet. As you see, that's always the case with all these events anyway. He does get the most buff. Special move, ultimate, and anti-ultra burst as well. That's pretty crazy, because the ultra burst is really powerful in this game. So inflicted damage plus 50%. That's basically, if I remember correctly, that is when they get the barrier. And it's very hard to damage them, but you have to break their shield, if you will, before they do the burst. And the burst has a crap ton of damage, so he's going to be able to push through that easier than any other character at all, period. So yeah. So anyways, we'll talk about that a little bit more as we go, but the most important thing with this mode outside of that is to just take it slow when you're actually in the gameplay. But I want to mention one last thing before we actually talk about gameplay in particular. Well, 2 technically. If you were to choose a comrade, that button's there in the bottom corner, you get better bonuses for taking a friend or guild member, whatever the case is, into the battle with you. So if you have that option, go for it. I'm not going to be doing that for today's video, but if you have that option, definitely go for it. And when you're building your teams and your battle members, definitely do not ignore this here. So when you see here, it says if you have these different conditions on your team, these different effects activate. Well, if you have a melee character, this effect is applied when activating the all-out rush. The strike version, you get a plus 10% damage inflicted to the ally or the buddies on your team and the actual character. And then you also have a blast version of that as well. But when it comes to defense and support types, this is why you don't want to sleep on these 2 types specifically. They do different things. If there's a defense battle member on your team, this character, the effect will be applied when the enemy is executing their dual break, reduces own and buddies damage received by 10%. So the dual break is where the boss starts doing the AoE hits, and it's like dodge forward, dodge backwards. You take less damage. And I'll talk about that mode, that version of the mode a little bit later, that part of the fight that you go through, if you will, because there's important things with that one as well. Because like, if you're jumping in, you're probably like, oh, I'm gonna rush here. No, you're not rushing there. Do not rush there. Do not rush when the boss is doing that AoE dodge forward, dodge backward attack, the dual break. And last but not least, the support here. If there's a support type battle member, these effects will be applied when the enemy is executing their ultra burst. Again, that is when the gauge pops in for the character. They have that little timer countdown, whatever the case is, and they do a lot of damage after that. Anyways, plus 20% to own Buddy's key recovery and increases Buddy's draw speed. Okay, so the way that this functions is you want to try to balance it out, right? So you have things that are going to increase your damage, whether it's strikes or blast, and you also have the extra key recovery, draw speed, blah, blah. So let's go ahead and jump into the match. And long story short, your objective, like I said, is to take it slow, but you really, really, really have to stop the burst. The dual break is a problem. It's a real problem, but you have to stop the burst. Please stop the burst. I'm going to pause this to kind of explain what I mean. My goal is not to win this fight. It's to kind of teach you guys what I've learned. By the way, since this is PvE, I guess you could put it on auto. I haven't tried it. So the way it's going to play currently is just normal content. And then we'll go from there. I'll pause again when we get to a position where it matters more. We're going to go ahead and go here. You also can go for assists when an ally is targeted if you want to go ahead and do that, just like typical co-op type of gameplay. There is not actually a draw aggro button, the taunting button that you have in co-op, but nonetheless, it's fine. Okay, Goku and Vegeta are not particularly great unless you're going to use them, because they need to tag a lot, and the computer's not going to tag very often. So yeah, if you're going to use them, you got to make sure you're playing them. Okay, so we have a rising link. We're at about 70%, just below. Got to keep going. There's the decrease aggro. Okay. We're caught in a combo here. Now this is I mean, ideally you want to get that link up higher, but now's a okay time to go ahead and go for a rush if you want to. Just do not rush during the I keep wanting to call it like breaks or whatever, but you know where he has the AoE attacks going on. It's gonna pop in any second now, to be honest. I need to learn the names. It's too new. I need to learn them. I need cards. Okay. I'm purposely waiting for it. There it is. Okay. No switching. What do you want me to do? Evade forward. So in this mode, I'm going to go ahead and pause. Okay, well, he's changing already. In that one where it's like dodge forward, dodge backward, you cannot damage the boss. If you activate a rising rush or an all-out rush or an arts card, they will literally not even play the animation. They will get nullified completely, like the boss dodged it, basically. They will not do anything. So when this happens, your only objective is to focus on dodging. However, things played out weirdly where I don't know if he's still doing it anymore because I've never seen it overlap like this, but he went ahead and activated the burst, which is where he gets the gauge and the countdown. And during that, you want to do everything possible to do as much damage as possible. That's why that Kaioken Goku is so powerful. But you want to pop your ultimates, your rushes, whatever the case is, because the repercussion for not getting this to go through properly, and I'm sorry I'm pausing it a lot, the repercussion is a ton of damage, and I think after the second one he starts healing too, and it really snowballs. It really, really snowballs. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Does it just override it? It looks like it did. Okay. So one thing that happened there, I paused it, but if you saw it, the game activates, whenever this happens, the game activates every character's main ability at the same time. So if you have characters that have ultimates or whatever, the game's going to draw them and start using them, okay? So here's an all-out burst or rush here with the blast version. So obviously, like I said, the objective is to do as much damage. That gauge is about halfway. I'm going to have to use my rush here because we're not doing enough. After this rush. Oh, let's use this one. Excuse me. I was tapping the screen. So the strike one does that, okay? It's so close. Like if I had an ultimate, I'd pop it right here, but I'm gonna go for the rush here. Okay. All right, so that's gonna just stop this entirely, which is the main thing I wanted to do. Like you cannot, like I said, you've gotta stop the burst. You cannot let this go through. There's too much to lose, if you will, if this goes through. We still didn't get him? Holy crap, dog. Guys, use your cards, please. Okay, I think we got him for sure here. We still didn't get him? My goodness, there it is. All right, and we get to continue on with him being at about, 27 lives or whatever right now. Like I said, he will start healing. They start healing. I don't know if it's the first one, but I know for a fact I looked up in a couple of my matches, and they did that burst. And not only did it do so much damage, it does so much damage. They started healing too. It was absurd. I tried to dodge there, couldn't. Okay, he killed Beerus. Nice. And this crap is back. Oh, so this is one where he's going to heal, because I can't do anything here. I already lost a character as well. I cannot do anything here. I'm just stuck. So, like, maybe it's probably better to have a, what's it called? This is where, like, the draw speed buff, the support character draw speed buff would be nice. Maybe it's better to have ultimate characters. Look how much damage we take. Everyone goes down to 1, dog. Everyone goes down to 1. But I have a chance to win this. If I die at any point, though, then the match ends, obviously. But I have a chance to win it with a rush. Everyone goes down to freaking 1 HP, bro. That is absurd, dog. That's ridiculous. 1 HP. Okay, that should do it, right? There's only 2 of us left. Yeah, we got him for sure, I think. Goodness, bro. Oh, man. He didn't heal here. So maybe, like I said, they have to land 2 of them on you or something. There's some sort of condition in there that I don't know of. But I'm for sure certain that it happened. That was my first time clearing the hard mode. Please don't tell me there's a very hard, because I don't know if I can do it. I don't think I can do it. I'm sure there is. There's definitely going to be one. Yep. I don't think I can do it. All right, let me just... All right, so I gave you everything you need to know. I'm going to try this one for the first time. I don't know if I'm going to commentate too much. Let's play it. I don't think I can do it, man. We barely got that one. This one might be restricted to only having Kaioken, or at least a Kaioken ally. That's probably the cheat code, is if you have a friend that has Kaioken. That's what you need. Dog has 65 HP. Shame on you. Or bars of HP. Okay. They use their green card, blah, blah. I like how you can see how many buffs and debuffs your allies have with those blue and reds. How much is that going to do? That's not terrible. Thanks for saves. So I'm using this really early now that I think about it. But maybe I'll get to build a second one before. But I should have played it like I did previously. I kind of freaked out and just used it, to be honest. But maybe, like I said, I'll build a second one. I doubt it. Not going to win them. We've done like half his HP so far. God damn it, I went forward, stupid game. What the? I went forward again. And here goes this, because again, you need those. Because you get absolutely destroyed if the game doesn't activate all those effects. There's 0 chance. Yeah, you have to save the rush. 0 chance we're going to beat this one right now. It's just absolutely not happening. Look at us all charging right here. That's a really cool sight to see. It's just not happening. Even the all-out rush does a decent amount, but you need like 4 of those to even make a dent. And how much HP? Yeah, a lot of HP. Please stop hitting my friends. Definitely don't hit Beerus. Thanks. Oh, no! I went into an ultimate. Don't die, please. I saved you, Beerus. Don't cost me the match. Don't cost me the match. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought. Thanks for the save, Kale or Khalifa. Whichever one. It's Khalifa. Okay. I can't save anyone right now, so just gotta have an all-out burst or rush. There it is. I like how it still dashes forward with the blast one. Yeah! I really need those last couple Dragon Balls, but at this point, honestly, I might be inclined to just save the next rush I get. I got another all-out. Stop! Damn it. Oh, Beerus tanked it! Come on, baby! We're doing way better than I thought, if I'm being honest. I need that last Dragon Ball, though. Oh, wait! The crap thing about this is it'll always hit your allies. Like, they're stuck regardless. Oh, great. That's another thing about that that really sucks. Your allies will always get hit. I really like this Z animation, though. Ah, this one got away from us at the end because the stupid all-out burst. Or not all-out burst, whatever the freaking hell it's called. Dual break? It's dual break, right? Look at this rush damage, man. Ah. Let that. Not enough. We're going to lose here. It's just not enough. I wonder if he's going to finally heal. Not that I want him to. By the way, this move can't kill you when he does this. It just takes you to 1. No? Okay. Hey, we're not out of it yet. Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. I shouldn't have said anything. Dude, I'm sorry. Forgive me. If I could get another damn rush, we might be able to pull it off if I get another rush. Stop with the freaking blue cards all the time. Like, if I could get a rush, we might be okay. But the Dragon Balls refuse. Oh, great. Oh, crap. Nope, this is done. This is done. Remember how I said you need to slow down? I got burned there because I started playing really quickly. I just started clicking. We might have. There's a world where I don't get burned there. The good news is there's no timer on this. You can just kind of go. So I'm not gonna die here. It won't kill me. It'll take me at least to 1. I think they're my whole bar. I think they're my whole bar of HP, dude. The whole bar. Oh, man, we were so close. I feel like I can get that. It might take me a few tries. It definitely won't be a consistent thing, but we were close enough to tell me I could beat that. I imagine that's the hardest difficulty. It's Scream difficulty. Okay, it's not even very hard. Yeah, wow. We definitely could have won that. And I'm happy it came full circle. Like I said, there are a few times where throughout the course of the fight, I started kind of playing a little too quickly. You have to remain composed and play slow. You have to, because you don't know when the game's going to say, oh, dodge forward, dodge backward. I got hit on at least like 70% of those dual breaks. And the crappy thing, like I said about those, is that your allies are going to get hit. The game even tells you, oh, your allies are going to get hit, but you could evade. Like, what the hell does that do for me? What does that do for me? Like, my allies are stuck. And there's no way, unless they have self-sustain, there's no way to really heal them. So, I don't know. I wonder if this mode, and I assume it is like co-op, where like LF Frieza and Piccolo, their ally effects work because they say buddy. I assume that's how this mode works too. It's like it's co-op, but it's not. Like it's very different, but it also runs on the same engine, if you will, like as a baseline, I guess. But yeah, I hope that I kind of explained it to you guys good enough. The most important things is play slow, dodge forward or backward when they tell you. Probably save your rush for that stupid shield that he gets, because as you can see, it's very hard to do a lot of damage unless you've got Kaioken Goku. That extra 50% or whatever he's doing, I'm sure is just going to rip this apart, not to mention all the other buffs he has. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see all of you guys next time. Peace out, everybody.